نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم. There is one great mufassir. I'm forgetting his name. Most probably his name is Allama Jarullah Zamakhshari. You know why he was called Jarullah? Because he came and he moved to Mecca and he used to live right next to the Baitullah. All his life he spent in Masjid al-Haram, right next to Baitullah. So Jar is called neighbor. So he was famous with the name of Jarullah, Allah's neighbor, Zamakhshari. So he was a great mufassir. He used to say that if Quran would have had a tarjumatul bab, a title, like a heading, it would have been this ayat. It has a name, Quran, but if it would have had a title, a tarjumatul bab, a heading which tells what is it, it would have been this ayat, the last ayat of Surah Ibrahim. Hada balaghul linnas. This is a message for entire mankind. Wali yundaru bihi, so they can be warned. Wali ya'lamu annama huwa ilahun wahid, so they can know there is none worthy of worship beside Allah, except Allah. Wali yadhakkara ulul albab, so the people of understanding, people of aql can pay attention, can understand, can get the reality. This ayat would have been the title of the Quran. This is a message. The serious this message was, the much we have taken it unseriously. This entire Quran, the way when you read it, when you ponder on it, when you pay heed to it, then you feel, how serious it is, how real it is, how deep it is, that everything around you is been told to you in detail. Why are you here? What is this life for? What is this day and night? Who is running in this day and night? Why is this earth like that? What is this heaven? وَسَخَّرَ لَكُمُ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارَ وَسَخَّرَ لَكُمُ الشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ دَائِبَيْنِ. There is one who is running everything. So you feel that one in the Quran. You feel the message. This is something serious. But unfortunately, we all, our entire mankind, had not paid any heed to it. We are lost in our own desires. We are lost in our own world. We are like, that intoxicated person, who just don't listen to anything. Who don't, even if he listens, he don't understand. Intoxicated. The way Allah describing this life, and the way Allah describing two categories of people, that those people who took this message seriously, and those people who did not pay any heed to this message. That وَقِيلَ لِلَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ مَاذَا أَنزَلَ رَبُّكُمْ. Those people, when they were asked, when they were told, what is this message came from Allah? So they would say, قَالُوا أَسَاطِيرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. This is old school stuff. These are the sayings of the predecessors. They're just continuing old school stories. They did not pay any attention. Why you talk about something new, man? Talk about today's technology, new cars, new. Why are you talking about old school things? Asatirul awwalin. Then look what Allah said. Let them say this. Let them behave like this to my message. لِيَحْمِلُوا أَوْزَارَهُمْ كَامِلَةً يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. Let their burden be complete upon them. Let their burden be complete upon them. وَمِنْ أَوْزَارِ الَّذِينَ يُضِلُّونَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ. And let the burden of those whom they are misguiding also be upon them. Allah sa'a ma yazirun. This is a bad burden. This is the worst burden they are taking upon themselves. Allah. Then Allah says, Alladina. Then what on the day of judgment? What is going to happen? ثم يقول الذين ثم يقول يوم القيامة أين شركائي الذين كنتم تشاقون فيهم. Where is that world you were worshipping now? On the day of judgment, Allah will tell them, where are those whom you were running towards now? قالوا فيما كنتم. Where is it now? Then Allah will say, then the ayat says, الذين تتوفاهم الملائكة قال الذين أوتوا العلم إن الخزي اليوم والسوء على الكافرين. On that day, when Allah will ask them this, then the people of knowledge, those who took this message seriously, they will announce this, that today disgrace and the punishment are upon those who did not took this message seriously. فَادْخُلُوا أَبْوَابَ جَهَنَّمَ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا فَلَبِئْسَ مَثْوَى الْمُتَكَبِّرِينَ. Now go into the hellfire forever and ever. Worst place to be in. Then Allah says one thing. This is what really hit me. الَّذِينَ تَتَوَفَّاهُمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ ظَالِمِي أَنفُسِهِمْ. These are those people that death came upon them. The angels of death took their soul out of them in a state that they were oppressing themselves. They were looking at haram with their eyes. They were doing haram stuff with their hands. They had their heart corrupted with sins. They had corrupted their lives. In that state, angels came to them. Angel of death came to them. ظَالِمِي أَنفُسِهِمْ قَالُوا فِيمَا كُنْتُمْ. That this is the state. And then on the other hand, Subhanallah. And on the other hand, there are those people, may Allah make us among them, those who took this message seriously. وَقِيلَ لِلَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا مَاذَا أَنزَلَ رَبُّكُمْ. And it is going to be asked with those people who fear Allah, what is this message? You know what they say, what they reply? قَالُوا خَيْرًا. You know, when you enjoy something a lot, you say it's all entire goodness. قَالُوا خَيْرًا. This is all goodness. You're just enjoying one amal after the other. Just clean your life, my dear brothers and sisters. Just clean your life. And then see how beautiful life becomes. Just clean it once. Man amila salihan min dhakarin aw unsa wa huwa mu'minun falanuhyiyannahu hayatan tayyibah. I have no words to explain this ayat. That Allah is announcing, this is the message, this is the real message. That the one who will do righteous deeds, either men or either women, male or female, وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ, and he believes. Allah is saying, فَلَنُحْيِيَنَّهُ حَيَاةٌ طَيِّبَةٌ. We are going to give them a life full of life. They're going to live a life which is full of fun, full of happiness, full of sweetness. There are no complaints into it. There is no pain in it. There is no depression in it. There is no distress in it. Hayatun tayyiba. There is no other way you can attain this hayatun tayyiba. Go buy any house you want to buy. Go earn as much money you can. Go get the status, whatever status you want. But this hayatun tayyiba only lies in the obedience of Allah. Nowhere else. And then Allah says, Allahu Akbar, لِلَّذِينَ أَحْسَنُوا فِي هَذِهِ الدُّنْيَا حَسَنًا. Those who did righteous deeds, those who cleaned their lives. So what I was saying, that when a one cleans one life now, then all the righteous deeds becomes fun for you. Then you just enjoy one after the other. Like we play game. So every moment of it, we enjoy it. Even more than the previous one. So when one cleans his life, every salah is better than the previous salah. Every time when you sit on zikr, you enjoy even more than before. Every time when you open Quran, you enjoy even more than before. This is hayat tayyibah. This is fun. This is real entertainment. And then Allah says, "Wala darul akhirati khair, wala ni'ma darul muttaqin." This dunya is nothing. Real house is in the house of hereafter. What a beautiful house! Allah is saying, "Wala ni'ma darul muttaqin." Jannatu adni yadkhulunaha tajri min tahtiha al-anhar lahum fiha ma yasha'un kadhalika yajzillahu al-muttaqin. And then Allah, the same thing happens to them, that the angel of death comes to them also. Alladhina tatawaffahumul malaika. The angel of death comes to them and they take their souls in what state? Tayyibin. May Allah grant us that. Tayyibin. That the angels of death comes to them in that state that their eyes are clean from sins. Their heart is clean from sins. Their hands are clean from sins. Their soul is totally pure. Subhanallah. May Allah grant us this. الذين تتوفاهم الملائكة طيبين قالوا السلام عليكم بما صبرنا. Then ادخلوا الجنة بما كنتم تعملون. This is all day I've been thinking this ayat. Allah, that the angels of death will tell them at the time of their death, now enter Jannat because of the deeds you have been doing all your life. This Taraweeh is going to make us enter into Jannat. This fasting all day long is gonna, it's gonna be you're gonna cherish it when you're gonna get into Jannat. Oh, I fasted, I offered Taraweeh, I saved my life, I saved my eyes, I saved my hands. So, my dear brothers and sisters, we need to take this message seriously. We need to dig in deep into it. We need to get out of this intoxication we are in. We are in the intoxication of dunya, which has blurred the reality in our eyes. What happens? What happens when a person takes drugs? When a person is intoxicated, the reality becomes the reality disappears from his eyes. So this is what had happened to us. Now we had no time to think about that we are going to die. The angels of death are going to come. We are going to be presented before Allah. There is going to be Jannah. There is going to be Jahannam. There is going to be accountability. There is going to be answering. All this is going to happen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun.